Here we are in Alliance War with our favorite mutant hunting robot facing Quake? Wait, AntiVenom? These aren't mutants. NIMGOD only works on mutants, right? Hey folks, it's Knight here again with NIMGOD and Doom taking on Alliance War. I hope after these battles you find that NIMGOD is great against everyone. Here's Quake on a power focus node. And the key here is deal with her aftershocks. Get to a special 2. She melts, you go home. So, having her in Blitz Protocol accomplishes that. She's done. Easy peasy. Let's move on. So, next up, AntiVenom. It's an interesting fight, but same recipe. AntiVenom on Mighty Charge. And one of his abilities is to generate shocks when the opponent is regenning. So, the same formula still applies. 10 charges. Get to the Eradicate protocol, if possible. And just watch him melt. Next up, Dr. Doom versus Apocalypse on Power Snack and Backup Recovery. Now, APOC is an interesting defender here because, for the most part, if you dex his special 1, he's just going to get another bar of power, which would allow him just to infinitely spam his special 1 and give you a bit of a challenge. But we have Doom. So let's get to it. For Power Snack nodes, it's basically the power control version of Buffet. You go right after the champion. Don't try to generate any buffs if you can help it. But if you do, and there's power to be gained by Apocalypse, you just drain it with Dr. Doom. And this is a very easy fight for Doom. Slow and easy. He gains power, you drain it. And since Doom is a tank, you can actually take some damage into the block. But if you dex, just get to him anyway with your special 1, drain the power. So this is a perfect showcase of Doom's abilities. Completely comfortable, no issues. And yes, the lag is real. I saved throwing SB2 to the end because APOC is just going to incinerate immunity, and I wanted it to basically wear him down so I could knock him out. I didn't want him to develop immunity before I could do that. So, APOC down with a minimum of effort. Next up, Professor X on Footloose and Force of Will, Kinetic Transference, and the global of High Ground now comes into play. At High Ground, basically, you're going to take damage if you get hit in your block. Once the opponent gets a certain number of charges. But, again, this is a mutant. Get to your Blitz protocol. Done. Next. Next up, a nihilus on Ebb and Flow Intercept and Sadist. Now, generally, I ignore the Ebb and Flow Intercept because I've got plenty of time. I can take it. So, if I can get an intercept in, not a problem. You know, all the better. But this is basically a standard fight against a nihilus. You want to nullify his Cosmic Control Rod, go in, attack. So, that's basically the recipe until I get parried. But Doom is a tank. So here we go. And goof number 2, I let his Cosmic Control Rod come back up when I hit him with an Incinerate. Unfortunately, with the Cosmic Control Rod, Nihilus is immune to Incinerate. So, me being a little bit slow on the special 2, that cost me. That would have knocked him out. But, again, we have Doom. So it's only a matter of time before I win anyway. Cleaned up. And he's finished. Next up, iBomb on Ebb and Flow Intercept and Mighty Charge. Now, with iBomb's main offensive weapon is the ability to inflict poisons and apply an acid burn. That is almost completely neutered by the fact that Nimrod's poisoning him. So there should be very little issues in this fight. So, start melting him down with shocks while in the Blitz protocol. Alternate protocols when necessary. And this should be an easy fight. But, as you will see, I make it harder than it needs to be. I overestimated the amount of power the last few hits were going to generate, and I just went and fired the special. The assumption that I was going to hit a special 2. Rather, I didn't get enough power, so it was only a special 1. And I should have slowed myself down a little bit. Got over eager and aggressive. So, little issue that I need to work on there. But his toxic ore is up, but we're immune. And I eat a combo because I was a little slow coming in. And parried because, again, a little slow. So that's timing on my part. But now I'm back into the corner, and I need to fight my way out. Got the Blitz Protocol up, so let's get some shocks going. Toxic Aura means nothing. Bank off the corner. Work our way back to a special 2. Get in a Blitz Protocol or Eradicate and end this. iBomb down. Even sloppily played. Still a good fight. Okay, so next up, some mop-up work on Nova. The high ground global makes this a little bit more of a challenge than it should be. With the high ground charges, Nova can do a lot of damage against your block. And with multi-hit specials, that could be a problem. So, as you can see, when the champion becomes a little bit docile and the charges start building up, it's difficult to take control of a fight. But again, we have Doom. So, I hope you liked what you've seen, and I hope I've proven that Nimrod is awesome in most phases of the game. As always, thank you for your time. I upload weekly. Hope you enjoy what you see. Night out.